there were more leads coming, freed our time. We could spend more money with Google Ads with more confidence. And I think it just allowed us to be more focused on the business.
Hi guys, it's Patrick here from Rocket League. Today I have Yi from Hidden Singapore, one of our first clients who's had great success with Google Ads. So I guess first question, Yi, do you want to give a quick intro to yourself and kind of what you do as a service?
Yeah, we built a chatbot led games where players go around the neighborhood and they interact with the local businesses, they solve clues, and it's all played over WhatsApp from a chatbot. So yeah, that's what we do.
And before you kind of took on Google Ads management from myself and Rocket League, kind of what situation were you in beforehand? Do you know, like, remember how management was prior?
Yeah, we're trying to do it ourselves just to get up to, try to get familiar with the interface, but yeah, it didn't really work out because it was never our focus and we weren't trained on it. So spend money, didn't even know what we were measuring. Yeah, and the leads weren't that great. So we decided to turn to the pros. Yeah.
Was a interesting project. Was there before you started working with myself, was there like anything you were skeptical about? Because I don't think you had worked with like a proper PPC manager before, was it? So was there any like questions you had before?
In previous businesses, we have worked with sort of marketing agencies, but what we're skeptical about was full stack agencies who claim to do everything, and essentially, you know, jack of all trades, master of none. And I think there's always an information asymmetry between the client and the agency, because no one really is trained on SEO or Google Ads or PPC. And yeah, I mean, the difficulty is how do you pick between experts when you're not an expert yourself?
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, it's definitely common with agencies that offer everything. It tends to be subpar in terms of the service they deliver because they're, like you said, jack of all trades, master of none. So, so I guess, was there anything like that you were able to achieve then by taking on our service? Like any goals that you hit, or maybe expectations that were exceeded after we kind of ran the Google Ads campaigns?
Yeah. Well, it freed our time. That's just as important as there were more leads coming, freed our time. We could spend more money with Google Ads with more confidence. And I think it just allowed us to be more focused on the business. So instead of trying to do it ourselves, and you can't really scold yourself for not delivering a good job. But with someone else doing it who's a professional, you can start sort of monitoring the metrics. It becomes yeah, and then we can focus on just making sure our games are better, developing the tech, yeah. So I think definitely saw uptick in leads. We were able to spend more money on Google Ads with a very nice ROAS, return on ad spend, and also freed our time. So all we need to do now is just talk to Patrick, ask him questions. Yeah, compared to trying to learn about how GA works and stuff like that.
Yeah, Google Analytics 4 is it's not the best tool, but
no.
Yeah. Was there like a particular? Did you have like a big result in particular that stands out? Was it just leads? Kind of, was that the main thing? Because I know we're sending quite a lot of traffic now and everything, but
well, it's one of those things where you don't get like sudden big results. It's consistent. I think the key was the consistency. So the volume of leads coming in, the fact that it was going up, the fact that the leads were converting better. So you can see sort of incremental improvement over time. I think just sort of trying to expect, oh, $1 million deal comes in because you paid for Google Ads just doesn't work. But what you can do is have some confidence that if you spend this much money, you tend to get roughly, you get the business. Yeah, I mean, all businesses have overheads, right? Just having this where you can say, look, it should reliably send us X amount of business has been great.
Cool. All right, final question. If someone was considering working with Rocket League, what's one reason you would tell them to consider using our service?
I think what really stands out is the fact that you can speak to Patrick. I don't know if that will continue going on, but it's from our perspective, we wanted someone who was a data-driven sort of metrics, focuses on metrics, doesn't give too much qualitative justification, because with marketing people, you tend to get just not this, but words.
Like
actually,
vanity metrics, I think you're talking about. Like they give you data, but it's not kind of the main thing that moves your business forward. They don't give you like the proper KPIs. It's kind of like we got this amount of impressions or we got this amount of clicks, but it's not really measurable results in like terms of ROI. I guess for your business in particular.
Yeah. Well, and they try to focus on things that make them look good, right? Because end of the day, it's very clear. You pay for ads, you want leads, you want business, right? And I think what made sort of Rocket League stand out was the fact that they knew what the key metrics were. They focused the conversations on those metrics. And when things didn't start, being proactive to identify when things were not going as expected, so you can course correct and make changes to make sure by the end of the month everything is up and running. So that for me was the key benefit or the key selling point.